Hey, everybody, it's me, Jeff, the SP Spaz. And today is day one of three. You may be thinking, 3 days of what? It's a great question. And I'm going to tell you. All right, now I'm trying to get out of my parking lot. My apartments right now have a pink door. Still bad drivers in the parking lot, but that's not new. Yes, I have a pink door. Anyway, so I have been doing since August alternate day fasting, or the every other day diet, whichever you want to call it. And one of the questions people have with that is, what if one of your diet days lands on a day where there's some sort of social event or party or holiday or something where, you have to deviate from your program? And I don't want to get into a long thing about that because I talked about that in the video about cheat meals. But in general, I look at that as, so what? Uh, you can still follow the protocol regardless because you're not forced to eat a bunch of stuff just because other people are. And if you're weak-willed enough, and I don't want to use that as an insult, it's just true about a lot of people that they don't have the will or the discipline or whatever to do a protocol like alternate day fasting. If you're one of those people, then you should do it in the first place, because if something like that is going to throw you off that easily, then it's the wrong thing to be doing. I mean, that's the way I see it. Other people, in the Facebook groups and stuff will say, well, just move your days around. In general, I think it's a bad idea to start doing that, to adjust for things like that, because it's so easy to find excuses to do that and then mess up the whole thing. But that having been said, I'm planning on doing that this week. And the reason is that, as is usual, my mother's invited me to spend Thanksgiving with her down in San Antonio. And here's the funny thing is, Thanksgiving Day itself falls on a day that would already be a feast day for me, doing things the way I'm already doing them. So that I could really not change the protocol at all, and I'd be fine. But the day after Thanksgiving is the day when we got back-to-back football games, the Texas Tech-Texas game and the Apple Cup. And, I brought some other old games and stuff, and we're going to have some fun, probably go to the movies one of those days. And I basically, the reason I'm making an exception in this case is because it's kind of about other people, less about my own stuff. So I don't want to have to be in a situation where I say we have to change the plans of other people to accommodate my way of eating that I'm doing. So I said the easiest thing to do in this situation is to just have 3 days in a row, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend, where I'm free to eat whatever. It doesn't mean that I'm going to gorge on a bunch of ridiculous stuff. Lately in Thanksgiving years, I haven't done that anyway, because I simply just can't eat as much as I used to eat. I used to hurt myself pretty bad on Thanksgiving, the amount of food I would consume. And I really haven't done that in quite a while. Like now, the point where I'm comfortably full and maybe even slightly discomfortably full happens a lot faster. So it's really impossible for me to just go super overboard on the actual Thanksgiving eating. So I will not be going on some sort of wild binge Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but I just won't be worrying about. Really, it's Friday is the only day that's different, because in the protocol I'm following, I could eat whatever I wanted to on Thursday and Saturday anyway. So the only difference is Friday, is going to be whatever I happen to have to eat that day instead of a low calorie diet day. So basically, what I'm doing is 3 days in a row of low calorie diet days. Until then, means I'm basically just moving Friday's low calorie day to Tuesday, which is tomorrow. So as I'm recording this Monday on the week of Thanksgiving, I don't know when I'll actually get it uploaded, whether it'll be today or next week or 5 years from now or whatever. But anyway, so today is day one of 3 days of that, and I obviously have been doing the ADF since August, so today is not going to be difficult at all because it's exactly what I've already been doing. So it really is only going to be tomorrow where I'll start to feel a difference possibly, and then, you know, by Wednesday maybe more so. And it's like I said, it's not a 0 calorie fast. I've done a 3 day 0 calorie fast before. That's not what this is. I'm aiming for around 600 calories, which is what I do on my diet days for each day, but it might end up being a little more than that, might end up being less than that. Who knows? And I weighed in this morning at 178.8 pounds, and I'm setting a realistic expectation. I wanted to have more talk about this, but I spent too much time yammering about the other stuff at the beginning of the video, as I tend to do. So I'm saying about 174 is where I expect to be when I wake up Thursday morning. Hopefully it's more than that. I mean, lower than that. But that's what I'm realistically expecting. Is about, that's a 4.8 pound drop in 3 days. I have dropped that much in one day before, so like I said, I'll love it if it's more than that. But it's not. I'm not doing a 0 calorie fast. Some people would say, "Oh, why don't you do that? Because then you'll be really low." But I don't want to do that and then go into Thanksgiving and then have my body be in like store everything as fat mode and then worry about I'm having too much fat or too much carbs. Um, don't want to do that. So if I by eating all 3 days, just keeping the calories low, I'm not putting my body into super storage mode. I'm letting it know that I'm still feeding it. I'm just keeping the calories low so that I will won't pack on a big weight gain over the weekend. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to try to report back each day of this to see how things go, how I feel, and how the weight loss goes, how everything goes. So I'll let you know. So thanks for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed, please do that. Please leave comments about whatever you want, questions, comments, all that wonderful jazz, and we'll see you next time.